Hello you guys, IMDEXSTAR here. Welcome back to my channel. It feels weird to start a vlog in the shower room, but it's another weekend. We're starting another chill. It's already a Sunday actually, and there's nothing much to do today besides groceries and batch cook and things like that. My usual weekend. And let's see how the day goes, but come along with me and let's go through my Sunday. Oh, of course, today as well, because I think it's been like 3 months since I used my night routine skincare. I'll be sharing that with you tonight because I feel like I will now be able to give you like a very good, not review, but a very good feedback on the things that I've been using for the past 3 months. And I think it's been quite a good result for me. So stay tuned for that tonight, but for the rest of the day today, it's just my regular Sunday. So come along with me and let's enjoy my Sunday. For now, let me just get dressed before a lot of people comes in. I'm just doing this here because there's not much people, and I mean, there's nobody yet because they're in class. I just finished the previous class. Yeah, so let's start our Sunday. Let me just get dressed and then we'll go through the rest of the day. All right? Dressed out and about, and I'm actually just going around looking for a few furnitures because, as you know, our Pop Mart toy collection is becoming huge and we need a bigger shelf space for all the toys. So we're going to look around and see what can match in. Hopefully I can bring you along different furniture stores here. Alright, so let's do this. So at the moment we are in United Home and we're just checking if we see anything like a higher shelf space, because it's going to be something of that height, I think, like the cupboard. So let's see if we find anything that can connect. But there are a few cupboards here. I'm not really sure if we can find, but we will try to find cupboards. And what is good is they are on sale at the moment. So hopefully we find good value for the things that we need. We'll go through other things or other furniture stores, but at the moment we are in United Furniture Store. Let's see what we can find. All right, so we are done from United Furniture. We're now going down and try to see if 2XL Home has something nice and good price. And also I think JYSK, I think, is another good furniture store. Let's see if we find anything. We're just browsing around basically and see if we can find something nice. Here we are going inside 2XL Home. I'm just hoping there's something nice. Hoping. Let's see. Guys, so we're already inside 2XL Home, and as you can see, there are like yellow tags. Those are the sale prices, and I am loving it. I have already seen quite a few that I think I like, but we don't know yet. I mean, I haven't finalized much, but I'm seeing quite a lot of what do you call this? A lot of offers and a lot of promotions that we can actually get. But this is actually kind of a good vibe. Like this color here, the greens, the beiges, is actually kind of the vibe that I'm going for. But we'll go through the other parts. Let's see what else we can get. But I'm so happy. I'm just happy with the prices. I just have to control myself and not do too much. Okay, guys, we're done from 2XL Home. I kind of saw a few pieces, but I didn't think it was a fit in terms of color and aesthetic for me. So we're still thinking. We'll go down. We're going to JYSK, and then after that we're going to Pottery Barn and see what else we can find. Let's see. JYSK, browsing through a lot of different things. There's a whole lot of different things, and also they have promotions, they have offers. So good luck to me if we'll be able to find the things that we need, or we'll just get something that's on offer. But yeah, it's super cool to be browsing around. Let's go through the store. Super lovely. we're done from JYSK. We're inside West Elm now. We bought a few things that we don't need, but what to do. And also here in West Elm, they also have offers. So good luck, good luck, good luck. So going through the promotion in West Elm, and then, well, they have up to 70% off. So I'm happy that I wasn't able to find anything that I fancy yet. We're still safe, marked safe. Now we're going inside Pottery Barn. Let's see if there's anything that will be like somehow complementing the house and completing the house. Let us see, let us see. But somehow this is already becoming a bit pricey, so. So it has been like super busy with me. I've been preparing when I arrived home. But then again, in the middle of me preparing everything, cooking, watching videos and all that stuff, I got a bit lonely and a bit tired, and I don't know. So I called Rachel. I said, Rachel, let's go to Alwada Mall, let's stroll around, and I'm in the elevator now. Rachel is waiting for me downstairs, and we're going to Alwada Mall, and we're walking around. We're in Alwada Mall dahil naburyot ako. Kaya tinawagan ko si Rachel. Hindi naman daw siya busy, kaya ayan, andito kami, mag-iikot. Nag-iintay na mabudol. Maya-maya niyan, tinan mo kami, may mga bit-bit. Charas!
Ito, ano gawin?
Ay nako, hirap. Is already home. I mean, this is from IKEA, and then I also got a few stuff from IKEA right here. So I'll just go through, I'll just unpack everything and clear out everything, and then we're gonna prepare to go to sleep and go to bed. But let me just do everything here, and then we're gonna prepare to go to bed. All right? Give me a few minutes. Alrighty, you guys, so I have already kept everything. I'm sorry about being topless, because this is how I usually do my skincare routine, because as promised, I'll be sharing with you guys the review, not really a review, but something that, my opinion on my night skincare routine and what I've been doing for the past 3 months, because it has been super good, to be completely honest. And I actually, you will see all of these spots at the moment, because currently it's already changing. The weather is already changing here in Abu Dhabi. It's already going to, well, there isn't really much of a spring weather in the Middle East, so it is already becoming summer and it's already becoming hot. So my skin is already reacting. Anyways, so this is how I usually do my skincare, because basically when I put things onto my face, I put it up to the neck and also here on the side. So I don't, I'm usually topless if I do that. So basically I have been doing this routine, this skincare. I've been using this skincare for 3 months now, because, or actually almost 4 months, because we're already, at the moment, the time that I'm shooting this video, it's already April, and I started using them end of December or towards first week of January. So it's more or less 4 months already at the moment, and I feel like I have already seen how it works, and it really is dependent on each person if you really are going to be doing this particular skincare. And one big disclaimer, this is by no means sponsored. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so happy if they sponsor me, but this is by no means sponsored. I'm just happy to share this with you guys, because for me it worked. So as I would always say in skincare, there is no specific formula, there is no specific solution or specific brand that you should be using
for me, skincare is really trial and error because there are other very affordable drugstore brands that are very effective depending on the skin that you have. There are other expensive things that you can actually buy, but then again, it doesn't suit your skin. So it's really dependent on how your skin will be able to receive it or adapt it. All right. So without further ado, I've been rambling for quite a few minutes now. Without further ado, let us start our night skincare routine. And I think from this time, this will be the last week that I'll be using this particular skincare because it's gonna be almost finished and I'll be moving on to the next. That is why I feel like it is high time for me to be able to give you a feedback on how this particular skincare performed with me because I've been using it for 3 or 4 months already and I feel like I have already seen how this particular products work. All right, let us start our night routine. So let us start with, I'm sorry, but I don't know, it's really yellowish because I don't usually want harsh lights. I'm so sorry about the lighting. Let me maybe just do a bit of lights here. Okay, maybe we can do this. Okay, I think it's a little bit brighter now. If you can see me better. All right, so let us start. I actually have everything in one area. So first things first, as soon as I have everything cleansed, I would use this. So I am using the whole Sublimage line of Chanel. And as I've said, this is by no means sponsored. I'm just happy to share. So I'm using this one. This is a toner that I use. But then again, if you actually go onto Chanel.com, they will tell you that you will be using a cotton pad, put this on a cotton pad, and then dab it onto the skin and things like that. There are certain ways of applying these things, but for me, I have developed how I want to apply them onto my skin, and I don't use cotton pads, I don't use any other tools but my hands. Except for, I think, the cream, taking the cream out, I use a specific tool so as not to contaminate the product. But first thing, after cleansing, I actually use this as toner. This is Sublimage Le Lotion Suprême. So it is a very watery consistency. As you can see, it's a very watery consistency right there. I just put it onto my palm and then dab it onto the skin. Now, I don't use cotton pads because I feel like if you use cotton pads, most of the products will be absorbed by the cotton pads and not by your skin. At least with this, you have your hands. The product's going to be absorbed by your hands and your face, and it's going to be more beneficial. All right, so after that, because it is very, very good, and it really just takes a few seconds for your skin to really absorb and dry up onto your skin. Next step is actually a serum. I'm using this, I don't know if you can see, like it's almost finished. That is Sublimage l'Essence Fondamentale. This is my serum. This is the serum that I use. I use 5 pumps. Okay, and this consistency is a little bit, it's a consistency that is a little bit thinner. It's a little bit thinner than your moisturizer. As you can see, it still drips down. It's a little bit thinner than your moisturizer. So I would do that onto my palm a little bit and then apply it onto my skin. On the forehead, upward motion. On the cheeks, to the sides. And then onto your neck, we do an upward motion as well. And then anything extra, this is the time that I put it on to the neck and the décolletage. So that is the serum done. So you have, after washing, you have your toner, your serum. Next up is a moisturizer. Now because this was during the summer season, we're going to the summer season. The time that I used this, it was during the winter season, so I really needed extra, like super hydration, especially the time that I was traveling to cold countries with negative degrees Celsius in terms of temperature, I really needed like double moisturizing. So the first one that I usually do is this one. This is also Chanel Sublimage Le Crème. And you will see it opens like that. You will see that it's also almost finished because this is what I've been using. And this is what I said when I only use this particular tool to take product, because I don't want to contaminate the product inside the jar. So this is as much as I do, as much as I take. I put it onto my palm, and the same way that I do, I just rub it a little bit and then apply it. Now in the website, they will be teaching you so much application method and so many other things that you need to do. If you have the time, go ahead. But for me, this is just how it works, and I'm happy with it. All right, so that was our first layer of moisturizer. That was a little bit thin, but it was a little bit thicker than the serum. Second moisturizing that I do is actually the same one, but this is Sublimage Le Balm, which is basically a thicker moisturizer, and it has a different consistency. I will show you. Whoa, my God. Okay. Sorry, guys. So this is how it looks. All right, so I don't know if you notice, it looks, I'm using the same spatula that I do because it's more or less the same. And then I take this much. I don't know if you notice, this is, the consistency of this is like, it's like pomade consistency. You see how thick it is? It's a very pomade-ish consistency. It's a balm that's really, really thick. That is because, as I've said, I was using this during the winter season. I needed extra moisture. Even up until now, because I'm inside air conditioning, I would do extra moisture. So I rub it between my palm, and then I would do it onto my face. And anything extra, you put it onto the neck and into your décolleté. All right, so that is our, what do you call this? Moisturizing part. And then next one, or actually second to the last that I do, this is actually eye cream, but I'm using the ones that they give as samples. I did not buy the eye cream anymore because they gave me so much sample that I feel like it's enough. The samples was enough for me for the whole time. So, because you're only gonna be using like really pea size, and then you put it in your ring finger, which is somehow the very least, it has the very least strength. And then I would dab it on. I dab it onto the under eye first, and then bring it up in circular motion. And then after that, I would actually do this and bring it to the sides. Just for a few times. Depends on how much you want it, but it's just for a few times. And that is your eye cream done. So, last but not the least, of course, you have your face, your eyes. The next one, last but not the least, is your lips. I usually do this one as, this is Hydra Beauty Nourishing Lip Care. And I've also been using it for quite a lot. I don't know if you can see that much. So I would do that a little bit and then put it on the lip, because you know how painful it is to have chapped lips. Okay, So that is your lips done. Now, because it's been super, I mean, it's been a super good skincare for me during the winter season. I really haven't read as much, but as far as I can remember, the whole Sublimage line, the very basic or the very base ingredient is actually vanilla planifolia, which is a very rare and difficult ingredient to get. Like there's a specific vanilla plant that needs to be harvested, and certain something in the very molecular part that is really taken out to be able to do the whole Sublimage line. That is why if you will see and if you will check everything in on the website, the Sublimage line is really a little bit pricey, but I think if you just use it with the right amount, it will last you quite a while, and it is, I mean, the result is really good. I mean, I love how my skin is really, like, now because it's warm here, it's a little bit different, but during winter time it was super good. My skin wasn't dry, it was very much hydrated and moisturized, and it was very plump, if that is like a description. So yeah. Basically that is my skincare routine, and as I've said, I think it will just be one more week for me to do this particular skincare, and then after that I will slowly be transitioning to a different one, because as you all know, I do my skincare only lasts 3 to 4 months, and then I tend to switch because of these particular things. The spots are starting to come out. That means that my skin, aside from the environmental factor, my skin is already getting used to the products that I use, and it's not working anymore. That is how my skin works. That is how I understand how my skin works. So that is why after 3 to 4 months, I have to switch a little bit or like do something else, because my skin is already getting used to the products that I use. So although sometimes if I do it for 3 to 4 months and I just break it for a month and then go back again, it is okay. It's just that I think my skin just needs to be like confused a little bit and then go back and then say, okay, this is how it is. So it's how I understood how my skin works. That is why, as I always say, in terms of skincare, there's no specific product, there's no specific brand. And it doesn't matter if it is drugstore affordable brand or all those luxury expensive brands, because for me, skincare is really trial and error. You really have to try it if you can get samples and try it, so much better. So you don't really spend first before you try them. If you can do that, go ahead and do that. It'll be so much more beneficial for you as well. But for me, that is how it is, because a lot of my friends are actually asking me, what's a good skincare? What's a good moisturizer? For me, I really cannot. I would always tell them that this is what I use and this is the result that I get. So if you want to try it and then see how your skin reacts, because each skin reacts differently, and it really is dependent on your body chemistry, your like the structure of your skin and things like that, and also the result that you want. So it's really trial and error. So for those of you guys, I hope that this video has inspired you to update your skincare a little bit and take care of your skin a little bit more, and also try to experiment. And if you want to have a certain result on your skin, read more. Researching also helps to understand like how a product works and how it can react to your skin, and if it is the type of product that you need to use to be able to achieve the result that you want. So it's I mean, as I always say, skincare for me is trial and error. This is for my humble opinion. There is no specific recommendation, unless of course they're the generic ones or like something that's really for treatment. And those that are in the medical field, they can or they will be able to give you recommendation because it is backed by studies and things like that. But then again, for me personally, I would always go back to personal experience or how your skin reacts and your personal experiment. I mean, each experiment has ups and downs, and you just have, I always tell myself I just have to deal with it because that's how it is. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed our time together when we were going around, and then today with this particular skincare. And I hope that I have inspired you again to really try out different skincare and really understand your skin better, so you'll be able to find products that are really going to be suitable for you and for the result that you want. Alrighty, I will leave our vlog here. I hope you enjoyed our time together. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one. Bye!